and gentlemen, it's the Heaps on podcast.
Hey, welcome. We're halfway through the Olympics, and it's hectic.
Holy Christ.
I'm not sleeping. What are you doing?
I've maxed out my Sky Goes.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck going to sleep. I'm 7 days deep.
I'm big time Sha'Carri Richardson stan over here. I love her.
Who's that?
She's a 100-meter sprinter. She won silver, but she's poster girl for one of the poster girls for the Olympic USA team. Lost to someone from St. Lucia in the 100-meter women's final.
Where the hell is that?
It's in the Caribbean. Anyway, I'm addicted to the Olympics. What about you guys?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough time zone though, eh?
Oh, yeah. All my mornings and my night. It's the middle of the day when I feel the most lost. Just watching
Really?
the same highlight replays again and again.
Totally. But hey, some big news over the week. We got some medals. We started slow, didn't we?
Yeah, we started real slow.
But we got some medals once they got into the bloody.
But then we got into it.
It took too long to get to the rowing finals.
Yeah, totally. There's too many fucking heats.
Repecharge, and then boom, we got a few medals on about day 5. Shout out to all our rowers.
Yeah, shout out to you
How
guys.
are we so good at it?
I gotta admit, I still get tricked by the heats. I think it's the final every time.
Really?
Yeah, I'm up on the edge of my seat
You're
cheering.
You're kind of you're tuned in and tuned out sort of to other stuff.
Yeah,
What-
I don't know. Do you think we just have like a real good system?
I think
Or-
we have good. Maybe we have the water's thicker in our rivers. Maybe.
Oh, I know what it is. It's all that fucking beef and lamb.
All the beef and
It's all
lamb.
that beef and lamb.
Shout out to the beef and lamb of New Zealand, Aotearoa, that's feeding up our rowers and getting them big, strong, and
Feed
muscly.
us too. We
Shout
want
out
some
to-
sponsorship.
Are you guys saying it's the beef and lamb that's making the river thicker?
Yeah, well, I think the dead beef and lamb in the river might be causing the water to be thicker,
like a
and they
soup.
have to row the boats through them because there's a lot of contamination in our rivers, and frankly, it's farmers' fault. A lot of it.
Well, that's what they would have you believe.
Who's they?
The people, the government, and also the shadow government.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, hey, we're bloody good at rowing.
We love it.
How can the Warriors channel this? Do you think the success?
I don't know. I guess like maybe they could look at how a good, you know.
I'm sure they
well,
use
let me-
rowing
I
A good
machines at
political
work.
sport team, how they structure.
Oh yeah.
Let me
know?
jump in there. What I think Tav was trying to say is that probably what they need to do is on their recovery days, instead of going to the pools, they go down to the Waikato River.
True,
Okay.
true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know they use rowing machines out there at the club probably for cardio, vascular training.
Yeah.
But the mindset of rowing, it's just get to the line, get to the line, get to the line.
Imagine if Mahi Drysdale joined the coaching team of the Wires, you know, and
Be
he
pretty
told
good.
them, this is how you do it. You want to start off slow for the first 1,000 meters, then build up for the next 500, and then sprint home.
Absolutely.
So, you know, just take that into the Wires games, maybe let a couple tries in at the start, halftime, you know, maybe get sneak one in, or maybe
Definitely.
a lazy two-pointer. And then second half, just score non-stop tries.
Boom.
It's like
thank you, Mahe.
When you shot Mahi and congratulations on
being the mayor of Tauranga
He's
too.
the mayor of Tauranga
Well, he
now.
could coach the Warriors in how to maybe post-career stuff and how to become a mayor of a little town. But
Yeah.
hey,
Step one, let the government fire the old
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
council first. That always helps.
Absolutely, that'll help your cause. How do you stay locked in on a rowing race? Because I'm not going to lie, it's up there with one of the ones I struggle with the most to watch.
I treat every heat like the final.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're like, go
Yeah.
New Zealand. Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I just watched the little tugboat that's chasing them.
Oh, that's good fun
and
too.
just think that it's like got some knives on the hull or something, and I'm like, hurry up! You're gonna get sliced and die.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little dream of mine. One day, maybe I'm like 55 years old. My kids are growing up. They went through the rowing. They went through all their
program.
the program.
Yep.
And now I'm the guy on that little boat who gets to be out there on the water, just chasing them.
Oh, Big Daddy Ben.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I see myself in
Better
that for the
start
future.
soon,
Yeah.
mate.
They should let the families on that little boat, you know, just so that because that's the way they're looking,
Yeah.
or maybe someone they really hate, you know, so they can just see that and be like, fuck off, you bastard, and keep rowing away from the boat.
Hard out. Yeah. I don't want to talk to him. He's my dad. He pissed me off.
Yeah.
But you know, that boat's always got to be behind them. So one thing that I think is really sad is that they never get to see the smiles on their faces when they win.
Absolutely. Hey, another sport that I'd say none of us know anything about would be the sailing, but we won silver in that. Congratulations. To those guys.
Oh, no, wait, half the rowers face backwards. I take that back.
Anyway, that's true. They do too.
Didn't I say that?
Wicked. Yeah, nice. Wicked. Hey, sailing. Awesome. Another thing we're good at that comes around every few years.
49er.
The 49ers.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, man, I loved watching that. It was a emotional moment for those guys.
I mean, it's really hard to know what's going on and who's actually winning. But we came second, so shout out to those two bastards.
That's all I know.
You beautiful bastards. It's a real people's sport as well, sailing. Anyone can get into it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And we also had the one of the most heart-wrenching moments of the game so far. It'll be iconic, I think. Hayden Wild getting pipped at the post by that little bastard from Great Britain.
Oh, yeah.
Hear
son of a
ye,
bitch.
hear ye. I'm going to kill him if I ever meet him. He's a prick who stole a gold off our boy.
The sanctity of that moment was really elevated by that guy just running in right at the prime time moment and spewing right on camera in front of him. It was beautiful.
Yeah, the triathlete spewer was good. He, I think, had actually ingested too much Seine river water.
Yeah.
So he was holding that spew in for, I don't know, an hour after the swim.
Well, because they need the sample to test it, so he can be like, yeah, I was actually poisoned. That's why I didn't win.
Do your tests on me. He was like a Chernobyl kind of volunteer, like, I am patient zero. I have been poisoned. But that leads me to a question here. Do you think in the next few years we're going to see sort of mutant athletes, maybe X-Men, after the triathlon in the River Seine? Perhaps they've ingested some radioactive waste that turns them into Ninja Turtles or Wolverines or something.
I would love to. I mean, they're already ripped freaks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chuck in a little bit of Temp V, you know, and see those motherfuckers just take down crime.
Yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean?
Stop Magneto or whatever.
Yeah, or like just wars in general.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
kind of
send-
like the boys.
Yeah, the boys. Send one of those motherfuckers in. You know, Agent Zero sort of shit.
Yeah, all I'm saying is
Berserk
that
mode.
you could sort of make some pseudo gills by trying to oxygenate the blood supply through the colon. It's just an avenue I think is worth investigating.
That's something Ben's definitely read about by the sounds of it.
It sounds like some
late
fan
night
fiction he's written.
late night research, I think, and fan fiction too. Hey, one of the glamour sports of the games is the 100-meter sprint. Say, they really are on a different level. Those guys look like they're living in the future. I reckon.
Those dudes are swagged up. It's like they're all wearing chain. You know when they like the camera's like panning across them at the starting line, and they all use it as their like hype moment. You know what I mean? Throw up some gang signs and show like what they're wearing. Like oh yeah, I've got the Nike tracksuit on today.
Absolutely.
And
It's
when
awesome.
you
It's
think
their
of
moment,
when you think of an athlete build, you think of the sprinter, don't you? They're really the kind of pinnacle of the you know muscularity.
Totally. Some of the backs on
Tone.
those blokes and
Yeah.
the fronts.
Oh, the
Incredible.
glutes, let me tell you.
And they're all running with gold chains. Didn't
Yep.
you think they would get in the way, or do you think that's sort of like this secret weapon?
That English bloke has an ass the size of it. Let me tell you, it's
Oh, they're all
enormous.
packing
big
dump trucks.
buns, dump trucks.
Cake
yeah.
is cake, no matter the baker.
That's
Absolutely.
It's the one situation where your cake really speeds you up, you know?
Totally.
Definitely.
I noticed there was a Fijian, Tuvalu, and a Tongan runner in the heats. And while they had that athletic prowess, I'm just not sure they had the training some of the other countries had. I think that, you know, those Pacific countries could be incredible sprinters.
Yeah.
If they got some of the money, some money behind the programs. Is there a way we should maybe set up a track in New Zealand and be like, you guys are flying under your own flag, but you know we're going to invest in the success of the island nations in these pinnacle events?
Well,
it's going to be sick.
It's interesting you bring that up because I've actually been petitioning them to change the 100 meters to be more of like 100 meters run it straight and then a big bunt at the end.
Yeah, right.
And I think that absolutely dominate.
Yeah, true. Well, some rugby players used to say that Thao Nambutha, Rupini, would have been one of the fastest sprinters in the world if you just put a rugby player on the field chasing him.
Yeah.
So if they'd had a guy like, you know, I don't know, Joe Rukithoko running behind him, Rupinish would have been like, oh, yep, run it in 9.2.
Yeah.
Break the world record. Just because he just needed that motivation to stay just ahead of whoever's behind him. So maybe that's something we could do. We could do the 100-meter being chased sprint.
Yeah.
For some of the guys whose background is rugby.
And then we can steal them and say that they represent New Zealand, similar to what the All Blacks do.
Yeah, maybe we do just do that. Just steal them all.
Yeah.
Put them in our team.
Get them while they're young.
Move them down to Cambridge.
Yeah, somewhere
in the
really
program.
boring. Yeah. Somewhere they would hate. But I heard the Tuvalu guy, I think it was the Tuvalu sprinter, had like been practicing on the airstrip over there. That was like his practicing sort of regime. So, we could get
run away from the planes.
Yeah,
as
the
they were
planes.
landing.
Yeah, he'd go, oh shit, here comes one, and he'd just get out of the way.
Well, that's why they could only do the 100 meters. They couldn't do the 1500 meters. They just don't have the land.
They don't
for
have
it.
the land strip, the landing strip.
True.
What about the host nation?
Yeah.
Being the host nation would be tough, eh? Paris? If you're a Parisian, do you reckon some of them are like, fuck is this?
That's what I reckon.
You know what I mean?
Imagine if you live in the host city, and you're just trying to get to fucking work, man. You know what I mean? And you catch the bus, and then before you know it, you're not actually on your work bus.
Yeah.
And it's fucking going to watch all the race walking.
Yeah.
And you can't even get to you're going to get fired from your job because you're late again.
You're actually on the bus with the race walkers.
Yeah.
You've got off the bus to get to work faster, and someone's yelling at you, hey, his feet's off the ground.
And you're just trying to get past all these people like, fuck, I've got to go to work.
Yeah.
You
That's
get
the
second
last-
place.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? You've just beaten all the race walkers.
That's the last time I wear that numbers t-shirt.
Totally, the numbers t-shirt. We you could be in your space on the bus, and maybe there's one of those overzealous sort of referees being like, "You stepped out of your spot," penalty. You're
Yeah.
disqualified. You get kicked off the bus for that too. I mean, there's all sorts of silly little things you could sort of play
It's
on
all a
with the
bit
Olympics,
silly,
isn't it?
But
But Parisians are classically sort of
Haters.
wankers.
they're bastards. They stink. Paris sucks. Do
Yeah.
you think do you think your
Whoa.
bosses would just give you like 2 weeks off work?
I'd
if-
hope
if
so.
the Olympics was in your
Work
city?
from home.
Because
Yeah.
maybe we can campaign to bring it to Auckland. Because I'd
Yeah.
love just like a 2-weeker of just fucking doing nothing.
Yeah, I think that you just have to prove that you went to the events. I reckon there'd be some compassionate bosses, and you just get someone at the events to send photos to you and be like, "Yeah, no, I'm loving the I'm loving the track and field today," but you're just at home playing golf.
Just
on your-
Photoshop it out.
But,
Yeah, true.
but don't they all go on holiday then anyway? Because it's the peak of the tourist season and they hate tourists.
They do, yeah,
and
I
you
think
could
they do.
probably what do they call it when you rent out the place that you're renting?
Airbnb. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
You could probably double rent
They'll
that
be doing that
motherfucker.
shit.
Just
Absolutely.
triple that income, baby.
Yeah, no.
Fuck you, motherfucker!
Being a host nation would be a divisive element.
Me
so-
personally, I would have invested thousands in counterfeit croissants and I'd be on every street corner just flogging them. You'd
Well,
make millions.
So being a host nation, you get to choose the new event that
Yeah,
comes
you
in
do,
for the year.
yeah.
And France have chosen
Speed climbing?
breakdancing, wasn't it?
I think they got 2. But
Oh,
yeah,
what?
breakdancing
They
was
get
bigger
2?
than. I think speed climbing's new this year as well.
Oh,
I think it's
yeah.
always 2. Don't mean to.
Well, speed climbing probably is a real event.
I like
So
speed
it
climbing, the
probably
idea of it.
It should have just made it anyway.
Yeah, right.
But then breakdancing, I reckon France would have like pushed pretty hard. Like
They love hip hop.
give us one more. Stormzy is basically French.
We have this best hip hop here. It's better than America. So, no, it's not. But good on you for thinking it is.
I was thinking, I thought it would have been BMX that they brought in because they bloody cleaned up in there.
But it's already there.
Yeah, I know.
They already
Yeah.
had it.
It's pretty sick to watch. It should be longer. you know?
Yeah, it should be like
Oh,
5
are
laps.
you talking
Yeah.
about the circuit or the jumpy, the
circuit.
freestyle one?
Oh, fuck, both, really.
Freestyle one was sick. That was fucking insane.
The circuit's cool as well. The sprint, they
If-
kind of clash.
If
All
New-
I'm-
sorry.
All I'm saying is that a couple of flaming hoops wouldn't go amiss.
Oh, that'd be cool. That would. It's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like it.
If New Zealand hosted the
Yeah.
Olympics, what sport would we bring in?
Oh, gumboot throwing,
Yeah, gumboot throwing's not bad.
True,
lumberjack.
Bull rush.
Oh, bull rush would
bull
be
rush?
sick.
Bull rush would be quite cool.
100-meter running it straight with a bunt at the end.
Yeah. I wonder how you couldn't really have team bull rush though, could you? Because there's just one guy who sort of recruits everyone else.
Yeah, I know you could work it out. I guess you could do like heats and just take turns and shit. You know, give points for certain things like big tackles.
True.
Just like head highs.
Or is it
and
an
stuff.
individual event? Yeah.
I
So the
think it
guy
should
in the
be
middle, the guy in the middle sort of
It
recruits.
should be an individual event. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy in the middle isn't an athlete, but he's part of the Olympic committee. So they get Martinonu to start, and he's the first one out there trying to tackle people.
Yeah, true. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, baby.
At what point will we see rugby league come into the Olympics? Do you think like maybe Australia will get? Well, yeah. What happens if fucking Australia get the hosting rights again? And they bring in fucking AFL or some shit. Now that's in the Olympics.
Yeah, that'd be tough, man.
Only they play it. It's like a guaranteed medal.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess that's what's going to happen with flag football at the next ones, right? America's,
true.
going to put flag football in, so they would say they're just going to recruit NFL players.
Tyreek
so similar,
Hill and
Tyreek Hill and like Mahomes, maybe I don't know, like.
I don't think they could do AFL because nowhere else has all these bloody big cricket stadiums everywhere.
Well, you just play it in one place, I reckon.
That's true.
Maybe.
Well, they just have it in Aussie, you know.
Yeah, it'll be in Aussie, but you maybe play it between two stadiums. But no, it would be shit if they introduced that.
Be shit ours.
Be shit ourselves. Hey, well, we've got some more events on this week for Kiwis. Hamish Kerr's going to be jumping in the fucking in the high jump. He's jumping high. He's a medal chance. Obviously, we had Tom Walsh, man, gutting. Like, he was in that mix of the top 10 in the final, but he just kind of, looked like he pulled a little bit of an ouchie on his hip or something in that spin.
It's an explosive maneuver that he's hard out.
Well, these blokes this big, this size, once you start talking about that sort of rotational inertia, you're really putting some stress on the body.
Coming from someone who knows that stuff.
Someone that big spinning that fast, you're actually creating a bit of a gravitational pull as well.
You are.
Yeah. So
and
did
you see the ground got all wet? Dodgy.
Oh.
Yeah. It was
So
another element.
Yeah,
it was raining during the shot put final and they were all just spinning and falling over. Jack O'Gill had a good crack. He came like 7th or something.
Yeah.
Good on him. But Hamish Kerr's coming up. Eliza McCartney as well. She'll be in the mix. Is she?
Nah. It's,
pole vaulter.
Yeah, but it's not Eliza. It's that other chick.
Isn't it?
The chick, she was on Dom Harvey's podcast.
It's both of them, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think there's two. Ooh. Yeah. I do not know the other one's name. Forgive me, a New Zealand
it's
team.
Like Maggie or Molly or something like that.
It's something like that.
Go Maggie Molly.
Go Maggie Molly and McCartney.
Maggie.
I think you're there too. Tav reckons you're not. I reckon you are. One of us was right.
I just haven't seen any bloody beef and lamb things with her on it.
I need to see a beef and lamb spono with her in it. But hey, do you just finally with the Olympics? Should we move on from it after this? I've got one more question.
Yeah, what's up?
Does it make you feel more patriotic?
Yeah.
Do you love to be a Kiwi when the Olympics are on?
Mainly during the opening ceremony.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since then?
Yeah.
Baby.
Does it fade away?
It definitely fades away.
Does rowing make you feel like, yes, that's me, I'm part of that?
It makes me feel part of the elite, you know, as well.
Yeah, nice.
Only because I think like I could get on that boat, I could do a fucking good job, I could have a few kids, and I could be on that boat behind them.
Well, me too. I sort of ebb and flow in and out of patriotism, and hey, go hard, New Zealand. Go New Zealand.
I fucking love you for this month.
I love what you guys do, and you guys should get paid more because you're big superstars for 2 weeks of every 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we should give you more money.
Yeah, but I mean, so, they definitely deserve it. Don't get me wrong. But it is one of those things where if you win a medal, even if it, let's say bronze, can basically set you up for life in New Zealand. Beef and lamb ads for the rest of your days.
That's kind of what, I was being commercially minded when I saw Hayden Wild get overtaken.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, imagine he would get paid at least $5,000 more for the talks he'd be doing for the rest of his life if it was gold.
True.
Yeah. Now he's getting silver medal talk money.
Yeah.
He's going down to the fucking rugby club doing the awards night. It's like silver medalist Hayden Wild, gold medalist Hayden Wild's getting $10,000 for that.
Yeah,
now it's 2.5.
Yeah, he's not the keynote speaker anymore like he was going to be.
I know.
He's now just like the MC.
Yeah, I don't mean to be cynical about it.
Yeah.
And it's not his fault.
It's just simple economics.
It's just the way people value medals.
Do you think next time, or maybe like moving forward, triathletes should have like a sort of like wing mirror setup?
Oh, yeah.
So that they can see, oh shit, there's Yee
the
on my
sunnies.
ass.
The sunnies with the thing in them, maybe. You know how they have a little mirror up the top?
I think just the straight, like a chest strap with like two mirrors that pop out so you can see your lefty righties.
Not bad.
And and then you can just see, here he comes. Fuck, I better put the foot down.
Here comes Yee.
Maybe that was the issue, was that Yee you could see the way he was running and breathing,
Light-footed.
like a fucking ninja.
Yeah, and
you know?
he was skipping.
like a thief in the night.
He just waited for one good corner for him to get around. Then he was like, ah!
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like when you're following your mate at the mall and you don't want him to realize that you're just sneaking up on him. You wait for him to go around the corner, then you sprint up, and then you walk again.
Is that something you're doing often at the moment? Ben's unemployed at the moment. He's following his mates around the mall.
Yeah, they don't know I'm there. We haven't met yet.
He's been getting
true.
into speed walking,
Yeah.
which I watched a little bit of this week. I don't know if you guys saw
Ben
it.
speed walking clips or
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's all on
we've
the
been,
hips.
we've been training. I've been sending
the
him
Olympics.
clips. I've been analysing Ben's speed walking, but
Sorry.
then we've been watching it together.
Yeah.
And if I can just go on the record and say, it's a fucking joke of a sport.
record scratch.
It should not be in the Olympics.
You think they should
with
just
all
do-
these elite athletes fucking training for years? These guys are fucking walking.
They're just walking here. They're just walking
I'm
here.
walking here. Get the fuck out of here.
They're just walking here.
It's not good to watch.
Marathon.
It's not good
no
for the body.
walking.
It's not good for the body.
How long do they walk for?
It's hard on the hips. It's hard on the heels.
It was about an hour and a half. It was like a 10K or maybe 20K. And if
Yeah.
you look at the track they did, it was literally like walk down, walk left, come back, and then do it
Jeez.
again. It was just a big L that
Unless
they were
someone
doing.
shits their pants, it's not a fun event to watch.
Well, that's what they look like they're about to do. And that's what I was saying in
They
the
do
office.
look like
I was
they're holding it in.
Maybe
Yeah.
get them to scull a cup of dirty water
Coffee.
from the Seine or
Yes.
a coffee.
Yeah, coffee
Yeah.
and
Or
the
a
Seine
coffee.
water. No, good idea.
And if anyone does have some leakage, then they're out.
Just you just want a stunt. You want something to bring eyes to the sport. And a
Yeah.
shitty pants little pair of shorts, funny.
You know, a lot of people.
Good stuff.
A lot of people think that the reason that a Kiwi and a Brit did so well in the triathlon is that they both trained in dirty rivers.
True.
Obviously, he was down in the Waikato. English guy was in the middle of the Thames, just
True.
having little sips, not
Yeah.
even really swimming.
A little bit of that, a little bit
True.
of poison each day. Eventually, become immune to it. That's
Totally.
the thing. But
Makes
yeah, no,
stronger.
if you, I analyzed the speed walking, and every single bastard out there was jogging, because I went frame by frame, and you can see that the rule is basically you have to have one foot on the ground at all times.
Can't
so
be
before
jumping.
you can lift your other foot, that foot has to be down.
Because running is when 2 feet are in the ground.
Yeah, running is just fucking anything goes, baby. But yeah, you could see it if you slow down the footage, and a lot of people online were saying this too. All these motherfuckers are just jogging, bro.
Yeah, they're jogging. They're all jogging.
Yeah.
Slow jogs.
Maybe if you had like some spring-loaded shoes with a thing like a roller that comes out, so when you lift your foot up, it just stays in contact with the ground the whole time. You
Yeah.
could carve up. You
I
could
think-
just jog.
I think they should just cancel the sport and
Absolutely.
just say it's not really fucking worth it. We've got breakdancing coming in.
Hard out.
We need to flick some sports off. What other sports do you think shouldn't really be at the Olympics?
Variations of I don't know if we need lightweight and heavy boats in the rowing personally.
Yeah.
Just stick with one size boat.
Yeah.
Competitive juggling.
It's not there.
Oh no, but it shouldn't be.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't
I
be.
agree. Yeah, and I agree. Hey, I just wanted to ask one question.
Yeah.
Before we move on, how many countries have you guys learnt about since the Olympics have started?
Azerbaijan.
You didn't know about Azerbaijan?
Oh,
I'd heard of it before.
I knew it because they do the F1 in Azerbaijan.
well-
It's the Baku Grand Prix, I think.
Grand Prix head over here. He knew.
Yeah.
It was more just like a correction of how to spell it. I had a couple of wrong
It's a
vowels
tricky
in
one.
there. Yeah.
Well, this is just an opportunity for me to sort of, talk about my ignorance. I didn't know about a few countries. I learnt about them in the sprints. Eswatini, I hadn't heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Comoros, hadn't heard of it.
Is that a real
Made up.
place?
It's a real place.
Wow.
Benin. Benign to me. I didn't know about
I'm
it.
going there for a wedding.
Are you?
No.
Gabon. Didn't know about Gabon. You heard of Gabon before? Places. And last one, Indonesia. Didn't know it. I thought it was a continent or
Me
something.
either. I've heard of Bali, but I
Yeah.
didn't realize. Yeah.
Bali's apparently a part of Indonesia. Anyway, and I think that wraps up our Olympics
You learn
segment.
something every week on this show.
And every night of the Olympics, I learned something. I learned an
Yeah.
athlete's name or where they're from. Someone was called God Bless.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
right.
a beautiful name.
And there was a runner that James McConey talked to on Crowd Goes Wild called Robert Fucking.
Fucking.
Robert Fucking.
Damn, you
Yeah.
don't get to say that on TV too often.
No,
do
but you do on here. Hey, awesome. We're going to move to the league segment now, I think.
What if he got married
Rugby league.
and assumed like wife's last name
Rugby.
on top of that.
I don't know.
I said his name. His parents should have called him Ben. So are you Ben? If you been fucking?
Yeah.
I've been. Yeah, baby.
I'll tell you who
All night
hasn't
just
been
been
fucking
jamming.
up their oppositions is the Warriors.
The
Hell yeah.
Warriors.
Damn, bro. It was the scoreline. You know, it made us look good.
Yeah.
30-20 against the Eels at home. The Eels, bottom feeding Eels,
we
really.
we were huge
Yeah.
favourites. I think we were paying about $1.20 on the
Wow.
TAB.
Were we?
Yeah, to win.
Juicy.
And there was some bad juju going on in Auckland this week. You know, I don't know what it was. Might have been the Olympic spirit. Maybe the boys were all staying up real late watching bloody rowing.
Yeah, they could have been actually supporting their team. The sailing too. The sailing was on late.
Yeah.
Maybe they were tired from that. But you would have thought the Aussies had been watching the swimming too, so they might have been in the same boat. But maybe Parramatta don't give a fuck about swimming.
I don't think they do.
They
Yeah.
don't let them watch TV.
They don't?
I think.
The Parramatta
Yeah.
Eels?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people at the stadium were saying, smoke deals, we're going to smoke them. Smoke
Can't
deals.
wait to
And
beat
it kind of was a
Yeah.
level of confidence that didn't really see the 16-4 start coming.
Well, look, okay, let's be honest. I don't know if it's a case of the Wires, not performing.
Right.
It's the fact that the Eels looked really good.
They did.
For once.
Guffo looked good.
Guffo looked fucking great.
Yep.
Dejan Arce looked really, really good.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those games. League
One of
can
those
be
games,
like
you
that.
reckon?
League can be like that.
Sounds like we're sugarcoating things here a little bit.
We blindly follow
We
the
blindly
Warriors.
follow the Warriors.
I don't need to remind you guys that that's our team.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
our
I mean?
team.
We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
put the boot in. We put the boot up.
What
Yeah,
about
we
like,
put the boot up.
what about, kind of constructive criticism?
My
No, not asking for yours. What do you think of it?
Oh, well, I was going to say DWZ's penis really took that squeeze quite
He
well.
got his
yeah.
penis squeezed off. That was stink buzz. Yeah, Joe Ofahengawe is low-key a bit of a grub.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
loves grabbing people's grubs and twisting them.
That looked pre-planned, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
I saw him sniff his hand afterwards, too.
Oh, Ben, gee whiz. Yeah, so
double drop that.
how do we keep the money levels high at this stage of the season? Where are we sitting on the table? We're sitting about for sort of 13th or something, are we?
Yeah, I think we've got to. Whoever's the DJ at Mount Smart, they've got to switch it up a bit because they.
You reckon?
The music they're playing, it's real like yeah, fuck, let's go. But we need to
We need a
chill
bit more
out.
hopeful,
We need some
don't we?
island vibes,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
How
yeah.
Bizarre,
Yeah,
some
right.
Old Plantation.
So these are distractions?
yeah,
or?
100%.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
just coming in with the wrong aura.
Yeah.
you know?
A bit more humility and a bit more hope.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yes.
we're trying to strong arm them right now, but we're not in the position to.
Totally.
They're fizzing the crowd up like we're definitely gonna win. Here's some like heavy metal and high paced music from the soundtrack of Need for Speed Underground 2.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
I want to
right.
hear some humble like we're just happy to be here sort of vibes.
Or like living on a
Right.
prayer
Fly
Bon
under the
Jovi,
radar.
you know?
Yeah, living on a prayer. Some stuff that's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a fun night out with the whano.
Yeah, right.
Sort of music, not like. I've got $1,000 on the Warriors 13 plus sort of music, you know?
yeah. Putting the tension high.
Yeah.
And collectively, we should probably just do a couple of karaoke's before the game, I think.
Yeah, maybe they should do as well as the team song before, they should do a big group karakia.
Hell yeah.
And something that we were trying to make go viral was the Mexican Mana Wave, and you've got some thoughts on that. Maybe people not getting behind it enough to have us.
I do. You sad sons of bitches. It's bullshit, all right?
Yeah.
We did all this beautiful campaigning.
Yeah.
We got the whole country behind it. We
Yeah.
even got the Warriors to share it on their Instagram, all right? Do you know how fucking hard that is?
Yeah, it's hard.
And then all I need you cunts to do is stand up and throw a fucking man away.
And do a fucking Mana Wave. It's
You
not
know?
that hard.
You couldn't even fucking do that.
I had to be in the video promoting it. You think I wanted to do that? I was humiliated. My mum saw that. She said, "What the fuck are you doing?"
We paid Wairangi
Yeah.
Kupu $5,000 to be in that fucking
Wairangi
video.
Kupu's not
He's
cheap.
not cheap.
He's not
all right?
cheap.
You know how much it takes to get him out of bed?
A
Fuck,
lot.
A lot. All right?
A lot.
Well, in his personal life, he's cheap. He uses the not the real butter. He uses the sun.
Son, yeah,
Sunflower.
right.
That
yeah.
man's, he's chiseled from a fucking marble stone.
He is.
Head to toe. He's beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you know the confidence that I needed to build up to stand next to that motherfucker?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, fuck you
Jesus.
guys. Do the Mana Wave,
Do
man.
the fucking Mana
Do
Wave.
the fucking Mana Wave.
Mexican Mana Wave.
Do the
right?
fucking Mana Wave at the Bulldogs game,
I don't give
man.
a fuck if you fucking
reckon-
got a broken ankle and I could do some serious long-term damage if I stand up
Yeah.
and do, but the boys fucking need it.
Settle down,
sorry.
settle down.
Sorry,
I know,
sorry.
it's something he's passionate about. He really wanted this to be his big break. He was going to get on the morning shift after this one. He's been talking about maybe it didn't quite take off, and Play on Sport haven't called yet either. So he's
Fuck you, motherfucker!
he's feeling pretty emotional.
I'm
about
pretty
it.
fucked off.
Yeah, he's
about
pretty
it.
fucked off.
Plus-
I haven't had any other offers from any other podcasts either, if anyone was wondering. But
Before the game as well, Tav was in the car park at Mount Smart in a sort of little shot put circle, spinning around, trying to whip up his own sort of Mana Wave circle.
he wasn't there. We all know he wasn't there.
He was putting the effort in.
I was there in spirit. I sent another guy in a green suit to.
Yeah, mate, he wasn't much help. We did launch this podcast as a Warriors of sort of adjacent. We talk about the Warriors. That's our main thing. We love them. Now that they're 13th place on the table and look like they might miss the 8, how can we pivot? Because you've obviously said we're desperately one-eyed. We won't say anything negative. How do we pivot to maybe something else we could be talking about instead of, so we don't have to whinge?
We're not
about
winning
them?
the spoon.
We're not winning the
We're
spoon.
not going to get
good.
the fucking spoon.
Someone else is going to get the spoon. That's the Tigers. That's pretty good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, is Dylan Brown going to come and save the day? Is he going to sign with the Warriors or what?
Hopefully.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because let's be real. We're going next season. We're going to be looking at a very different Warriors squad, aren't we?
Yeah.
It does feel like
AFB's going to go.
No AFB, no Jazz.
A lot of people are whinging, saying that SJ should retire. He's got his podcast thing going on. Maybe he might, but can you imagine, just in your job, picture what you do, and people were just watching you work, going, "Give up! You should retire."
people do it to Ben all the time.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm saying it to myself in my head.
Me too.
There's a lot of people I've worked with in my life that I would have loved to have told, you need to stop doing this because you're not good at it.
Yeah, but New Zealand's too kind of polite almost for their own good and won't ever do that. So people just work in
HR
jobs
on my ass.
they're underqualified for till they're 60, and then nothing gets done. I suppose.
Too many jobs and too many shit people. That's the way it's got to go down.
This is how
Totally.
this is how the working world works in New Zealand. All right, you get the job in your 20s, you work hard until you're 30. By that point, your redundancy payout is too much for the company to even look at it. And
Yes.
then you're in cruise control, baby.
Absolutely.
Everyone else is going 100. You go a solid
That's when
45.
you start playing golf in the middle of the week.
Start
being
playing
like,
golf.
I am working.
You're like, no, my fucking nana's died again. You
Yeah.
know, and you just fucking go away
Yep.
to Raro for the weekend.
Tav walks out of work every day with 2 rolls of toilet paper under his arm and a handful of snacks from the fucking cafeteria.
There are no forks at Sky.
It's a cost of
and
living
you should
crisis.
see his fork drawer. Honestly, his fork drawer is fucking stacked.
I melt them down.
No, yeah. He melts it into one big fork. All the Sky forks are at Tav's house.
He's making one of those hedgehog
If you
cakes.
guys are watching Sky,
It's not me.
it's over. It is him.
I melt them down and then I make them into cool keychains and I sell them at the bloody
the
market.
Avondale Market.
The Avondale Market.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
you put them on a blanket.
I put them on a blanket. I don't have a table. I just sit on it and I
Yeah.
just kind of invite people. I've got a little bongo thing
Yeah.
that I play and I'm like, hey, would you like
It's
a
a
cool
vibe.
keychain? Yeah.
Do you know what's happened to me slightly is I feel like slightly checked out from the NRL because the Warriors aren't doing well.
yeah.
I know Tavis is still Hundies invested. He watches every game
watch
at his
every
computer. I do not. Because we're not in the hunt and the Olympics are on, I feel slightly disengaged.
I'm not going to lie. I wanted to turn that Warriors game off the other day as well.
I had to fucking be there, so I couldn't turn it off.
Yeah.
But it was a tough one. But how do we stay engaged? What's happening in the NRL? That's what I'm asking you, really.
Well, Cleary's back.
Cleary's back.
Cleary's back.
Cleary's back.
Storm are looking real good. Roosters look real good. But
But the Dragons look like they might make the fucking 8. They beat the
they
Storm.
will. They will.
Yeah.
The Dragons beat the Storm in Melbourne.
That's crazy.
for the first time since 1999.
That's a great
last night.
stat.
That's insane.
And weren't they like grand final opposition in '99? I think I won't put you on the spot. They were.
They were
I
good.
think I think the Storm beat the Dragons in that grand final that year.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So that was like they were both good teams, and that's been fucking 25 years. That's crazy.
It's been a long time. I can imagine the the blasting that Bellyache gave them after the game, absolutely would have given it to them. But it's interesting because Cam Munster's back after being out for maybe 2 months, 3 months.
The whole season, it feels like.
Talon Wishart, he's been playing out of his skin, filling in for him. As soon as Munster's back, team turns to shit. Storm
big bum Munster.
Storm are number one on the ladder.
They are.
So it's a difficult one when you have been fucking performing better than any other team.
It is difficult.
And then saying, all right, Wishart, thanks, mate. You know,
take it back to Queensland Cup, would you? Fly up to fucking Burleigh Heads and play in the fucking Cup team. You can't.
I suppose you're facing the Dragons, so it's like you think, oh yeah, minnow team, we'll put out Munster and we'll give them a run around.
Yeah,
and then they go hiding.
They got a little hiding.
Here's my question: how are the Storm so strong at home when no one in fucking Melbourne even knows what rugby league is? They just only about
cold.
Their bloody,
cold down there.
Ignorance is bliss.
I reckon cold. People don't like going to cold places. If we had any mana, we would be that hard to beat. We do have mana.
We should put some.
I take it back.
Put all the aircon on at Mount Smart next time or something.
Yeah,
the Raiders will probably smash us.
Gee whiz! What about the flyer the Broncos got off to? Reece Walsh looked like a world beater. Scored 2 incredible tries, and then the Broncos lose 46-18 or some shit.
Yeah, they got a hiding.
They got a hiding.
I don't think they scored any tries in the second half.
They didn't score any. Hetherington scored one before the half finished, and they were sort of like, it was like 16-18 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then fucking like 8 or 6 unanswered tries in the second half.
I think it's like the 3rd or 4th time as well that the Titans have come down from being 12-0 to winning the game this season.
Where are they? Are they going to fucking sneak in? They're not going to sneak in because they had a bad start.
Like 6 in a row or something at the start.
Yeah, they were terrible.
Cowboys will probably sneak in.
Jeez,
the Raiders will probably sneak in. I don't know. I don't think the Knights will. The Knights look horrible.
I think the Seagulls and the Dolphins look like the ones that'll sneak in from that bottom, like that kind of.
They're really
like
they've just been there the whole year, haven't they?
Yeah, but Dolphins are 9th now.
Oh, yeah, true.
And then the Seagulls are 8th. So there's a little bit of flux there, but the Raiders are playing. They're playing. Oh, Papali'i's 300th. They'll probably get up for that. Who are they playing in there?
The Bulldogs.
They're
gonna lose.
Yeah, right. They're gonna lose. Well, you'll hear this after it anyway. So we won't know the score.
No, it's like it's all over. Penrith's gonna fucking win again.
Penrith's gonna fucking win again.
Everyone else is all over the show.
Yeah.
Roosters I'd say Roosters are the team that can do it.
Yeah, they can knock them off.
They look really fucking good.
They do, but then they play some of those big teams and they get sort of found out a bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Storm smoked them like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of hope they do. It'll just be a bit of something different, even though they're always in the mix. But that's the NRL wrapped. Is there anything else we want to add to the NRL segment of the show?
What did I put on my notes?
How many more games left in this season?
I think it's
like 5.
It's like 5 weeks.
Yeah, 5 more weeks.
5 more weeks.
And then we're into finals.
And then we're into the final.
Oosh.
Yeah, no, I think that's it basically. Apart from like Montoya's released a podcast. Miso.
Oh yeah, Montoya's.
That's good.
Montoya's podcast. Have you listened to it? A lot of people just watch podcast clips, and we're no different. I haven't seen anything but a clip, but it was a clip where
it was pretty funny. They talked about having sex.
Marcelo Montoya and his partner's podcast. Yeah, they talked about getting caught rooting, which is something maybe we need to sort of pivot to.
Yeah,
could we take some of that advice?
Can we do a fake social clip at the end of the episode and be like, anyway, so
do you remember that time when I caught Ben wanking?
All I'm saying is that we're...
You remember that time when I caught Ben wanking? Oh, you don't remember, because I walked out silently.
Which time?
Nah, I walked out silently and I watched him finish.
Yeah.
No, there was the time when we were 18, the time when we were 23. Oh, the 21 as well.
He has a way of getting his feet involved.
25, 31. We were 31 last year.
I probably shouldn't have set up that two-way mirror that looks into my room.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about it. It was a bit of a silly move.
It could be a good way for us to go viral every week is just talk about dodgy sex stuff that's happened.
Well, their pod is about getting snapped out rooting in the garage. We're in a garage right now. I'll get my missus to come in. We'll open the garage up. Oh, shit, babe, you got us.
Look away.
Yeah, Jesus.
Look away.
We've all got our pants off.
Yeah.
It's a segment on the show.
It's a podcast. This is what happens.
We're committed to the bit.
Everyone's got hard dicks and they're just sitting in there with their pants off. Don't look at me. Don't tell my dad.
Not fully hard, though,
Do not tell my dad.
Yeah.
Not fully hard, you reckon?
Well, I'm getting old. I struggle.
Yeah, Jesus. Okay, we don't need to hear about. The ticker, the blood flow. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Sometimes if I stand up too fast.
So moving on, we're going to move to the. We might as well touch on the All Blacks briefly. I've just got one question for you guys. The All Blacks are playing Argentina right at the bang smack end of the Olympics. Not a lot of people probably thinking about it at the moment. A lot of people loving the old Olympics. How can the All Blacks do like a stunt to garner some PR sort of attention?
Yeah,
get some attention
need
on
some
them.
news time.
I've been
Because
thinking
there's
about
probably
this.
still tickets to the game. They need tickets. They need
I've been thinking about this.
yeah.
Get on some boats and go have a rowing race in the Waikato.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
True.
What about a gymnastics session as well?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
if they put Sevu on like a mat and made him do backflips or something.
Yeah,
and they were like,
breakdancing.
whoa, he's like Simone Biles.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're missing the obvious here, guys. We get them to set up a little breakdancing booth, get Razor breakdancing,
Yeah.
and then just go representing New Zealand.
Oh, totally.
Scott Robertson.
Yeah.
Get him to do the worm a few times. I know Richie Moanga can fucking do a great worm, actually.
Yeah. And they get like an English guy commentating it. Be
Yeah.
like, my word, look at him go. Scott Robertson's backspin is unbelievable. That is going to win him 8-9 points at least in his first heat. Whoa, okay. The world of news. My God. There's a dog in Central Auckland that's become addicted to methamphetamine.
He's on P.
He's on P, this dog.
He's been barking all day and night.
He was taken. Yeah, he didn't recognise his owners. He was pacing up and back and forth around the lounge, acting really strange.
This dog's got a problem.
Oh, hang on, wait. No, sorry, I've misread this. The dog ate some meth in the park
He
on
ate
a
some-
walk.
Oh, he ate some pee.
Yeah, I mean, he might be addicted now, but he wasn't taking it on purpose.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought maybe that this dog had been dealt P
This
by a
dog's got a
drug dealer.
problem.
Well, if this is
But
one of
super
those,
sad. This dog was on meth, for fuck's sake.
if that's one
Sort
of
it out, Central Auckland.
if that's one of those dogs that SPCA taught to drive, I just don't think he should be driving while he's on the meth.
Yeah, true. The
Yeah.
dog. Don't let that dog drive, guys. But yeah, seriously, are we leaving meth lying around now on the streets of Auckland?
Not
And
on purpose.
For dogs to eat?
How much did he eat? And what's the street value
He
of
was
that
a
as
poor
well?
little pup too. He was a
Yeah.
little shaggy pup, like this big. A little Belgium sort of. He could have died.
Also,
the poor
Yeah.
fucker.
What
Yeah,
are the
yeah.
odds on the dog finding it before all the rest of the fucking creatures in Central
I
Auckland?
wonder if
It must
It's
have
a
been
Saturday
paying like $10.
customs are probably calling up the owners, being like, "Does he want a job?" You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
He's pretty good
How
at it.
deep in the bush was that meth?
It's P keeps him full alive.
He's just on the conveyor belt at the airport being like, I didn't see anything.
yeah. That dog's acting weird again.
His mouth looks really full.
Yeah, and I just heard that also that the dog's going to be on Matthew Ridge's podcast next week. So they'll be talking about overcoming, some of their problems and how to fight addiction in Central Auckland. Because
Yeah.
obviously you could be riding a BMX around Central Auckland and come
Throwing
across
out
a bag and
slurs left and right.
accidentally sort of eat some meth and boom, you're addicted.
Yeah.
I think that's how it happens.
That's all it takes. If you eat it, you're addicted. You're
Not
hooked.
even half.
Yeah.
Once, whatever they say. Yeah.
Sprinkle a little bit of that on your dog's food, and then send us the video.
Totally. Hey, something you've come across here in the world of news. A family went to the movies in Pukekohe, and the movie attendant called the cops on them for eating their own snacks in the movies.
Do not come.
I mean, then they hadn't even brought their own Maccas in. I mean, that's sometimes I'm like, don't bring your fucking Maccas in the movies. I don't want to smell your fucking quarter pounder in here. But they were just eating their own Skittles. I mean, come on, play on.
Yeah.
to quote another
Yeah.
famous New Zealand podcast.
Wait, did he warn them? I mean,
So-
I've been to a movie recently. There's like 7 people in that
Oh,
theater at
yeah.
the most.
Yeah.
I take a backpack,
Yeah.
I take a backpack full of pods and
yeah.
chips. I even make my own dip, and I bring a little
Guacamole.
So I bring a little Sistema
Yeah.
container with me, so I can just get in my dip
Fucking A.
on.
Why
That's
didn't-
bullshit to do that to those
Let's
people.
be honest, that family would have been the only people in that theater. Why didn't he just turn it off? and Wait for them
Absolutely.
to leave.
Yeah.
No,
So-
don't punish them at all. Let them eat their snacks.
Yeah, well,
I remember-
definitely. But
I remember back-
calling the cops.
Back when I was a kid, I remember they used to be quite strict on it because
Yeah.
the countdown in Levin was right next to the movies. So before the movies, we would all hit the countdown, get some snacks, and we'd have to hide it you know, we'd just like tuck our shirts in and just have like chips all up our under our tee,
Right.
and just be like, yeah, just one ticket to Jackass 2, please.
Jackass 2.
And then you just have to like try and really like awkwardly walk up with all these snacks.
Yeah.
But like then the modern age, the movie's just kind of chilled out on it.
Yeah, I think
I didn't realize it was
They like
still
the
a thing.
customers.
Yeah.
It's not that popular. It's not the only thing to do anymore. You can watch movies at home now.
I remember back in the day, what we used to do was, like, you know, you just once you'd buy the thing of tangy fruit, so you'd have that big pottle. But
Yeah.
then you'd go down this is in Reading Cinemas in Wellington, in the mall there.
yeah.
And just before you'd go into the movies, you'd go into the takeaways and you'd fill that tangy fruit cup with butter chicken.
yeah.
Then you could just eat butter chicken out of the tangy fruit bottle.
Ben was real
the whole
smart
movie.
with how
Yeah.
smuggling.
I do remember trying to walk into the movies. I think it was up here actually, just with straight up just a Burger King bag with a couple of Whoppers in it. And a dude did stop me and said, "Nah, mate, can't take those in there." And I was like, "What?" And
Couple of Whoppers in the bag.
I was with like Jake and Brad and Durry, and they all went in, and I was like,
Shout out, huge fans of the
Shout
show
out
who
to
probably
them.
don't watch it, but
Yeah,
and
fair
so I
enough.
just had to sit outside because I was like, I'm not going to chuck them.
Nah.
So I just sat outside the movies next to the guy who told me no, real sadly looking up at him.
Eating
while
two
I'm
Whoppers. Jesus
Whoppers.
Christ, mate.
Okay, just so I don't want to waste them. I was
Fair
kind
enough.
of broke back then. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so that was your dinner.
so these mums, they had two kids with them, both 5 years old.
Oh.
They showed up kind of late to the movie, got their tickets, went in. They had backpacks full of snacks. And then I think it was just as the movie was starting, the attendant came over and basically said, "Stop eating those snacks.
Yeah,
you can't
right.
eat snacks if you've brought them from here."
Yeah.
And then he sat there just staring at them. And they all kind of like, "Okay, sorry, we won't do it again."
Yeah.
And one of the kids, 5 years old again, had a Skittle in their mouth and was just like kind of like awkwardly, you know, probably in
I
shock.
finish
the poor
this?
bastard.
Yeah.
And it pinged out of their mouth. The dude looked down, saw a Skittle on the floor, and was like, "Right, you're fucking done," and called the cops. on them.
Jesus.
Called the cops on them. And
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of the kids was quoted as saying, "Are they gonna shoot my mum?"
Holy fuck!
Maybe.
That kid thought his mum was going to get killed.
Maybe they say they were watching Despicable Me 4. These mums snuck their kids in to watch Bad Boys 3, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that
You
could
know?
be the case. Yeah. Those kids were like, Will Smith's got the gun. Is a cop gonna do a Will Smith to my mommy?
any repercussions though, Tav? Has that guy been fired or what? I want to
We
hear the
don't
juicy.
know the fucking follow up, do we?
Which
it's-
cinema is it?
It's
Because
the
let's go out there.
investigation's
It
still
says
ongoing. You
the-
go to Pukekohe, you got time on your hands, Ben. I can't.
The topic was debated on the Franklin Grapevine Community Facebook page, and someone's uploaded a TikTok video that's been viewed 125,000 times.
Jesus, that's awesome.
Well-
and now it's made it to the Guardian's opinion section.
Yeah.
Incredible how the social media works.
And
Say
now-
TikTok's doing the news now.
Now both of those women
awesome.
are running for
Mayor-
city
Mayor of
council.
Mayor of Pukekohe.
Pukekohe, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, stay tuned, everybody, because I'm actually going to go down there this week with my biggest jacket on, just absolutely pumped full of
Make sure you
sliced
video it
meats.
well and edit it
Yeah.
up and show us the video.
It's just they've been trespassed.
Trespass from the movies.
2
No,
years.
fuck, man. New Zealanders
Fucking hell.
sticklers for the rules, eh? We're
Holy
psychos with
hell.
that shit.
And if he tries to kick me out with all that ham in my pockets,
Yeah.
you better believe that it will be going down.
Damn, we should
Absolutely.
make a video and just
Call
like,
the police.
let's
What
get-
am I guilty of?
Let's get some justice for these.
Enjoying
whiteheads.
a
Let's get some justice
succulent
for these wahine.
ham
Let's go
meal.
find the woman and take them to the movies, and we'll film it and go, do a bit of a fair go on the movie theater.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe because we're straight white males, we could probably walk in with fucking hot kebab.
A machine
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah, like what's some real messy
This
food?
is democracy manifest.
Just
Yeah.
a straight up butter chicken and some
I
naan.
can't bring a rifle to the movies now?
Press
Are
the
you
button,
fucking
Kev.
serious? I've just been hunting. I can't take my rifle to the movies with my
Yeah.
son.
That's what I think was missing from the arrest. A couple of,
Absolutely.
get your hand off my penis.
I just quickly wanted to touch on something. I don't know if we all need to tell a story here, but maybe we can. That big scrap that had the mongrel mob in it, and there was a car involved down in the Hawke's Bay at the rugby game. You guys seen a little bit about that? It was a huge fight. There were stabbings and stuff. Pretty crazy stuff. Who brings a car to a fucking brawl as well?
So they
That's in
used the
Hawke's
car
Bay.
as a weapon.
I think they might have. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they drove it into the
That's
fight.
assault, brother.
That's car assault,
Damn.
brother. I want to kick off here. Rugby games can get pretty out of hand, and from my own experience, I'll pass the torch on in a second. But one of the more hectic things I saw happen at a rugby game once, when I was 18 in my 7th form year, I played rugby after. Oh, what's happening to my thing here? Have I done something?
Jiggle the cable. There you go, baby.
My rugby season finished with my high school, and then I was allowed to play under 85s. My dad found me kind of like a senior men's team to play under 85s for at the end of the season, and then we played a team called Rimutaka in Wellington. It was a social team. A bunch of my dad's mates played in, and I was just like 17, I think. Yeah, just kicking around. And Rimutaka, are you aware of the area?
No. Oh wait, the Rangers.
Yeah, Rimutaka Rangers. And
yeah.
what's Rimutaka famous for? What's in the area? Do you know?
P.
Wainui.
No. Do you know like what the like Rimutaka? There's a facility out there.
Oh, the prison. Yeah.
The prison.
Oh hell yeah.
So there's Rimutaka prison. It's one of the bigger prisons that kind of like close to central Wellington. And so I don't even know if there is a rugby club. I mean, there is a small rugby club in Rimutaka, but I think most of these guys were on day release, or they were still on probation.
Yeah. Good behavior.
Every dude had like neck tattoos and was like hearty as, just like looking for a scrap from the start.
And you were playing them.
I was playing them. My mum came to watch this game, and like she'd watched my high school games, and then I was playing at Porneke Domain on a Saturday afternoon. It was like the worst team in the social 85s team. So there were more fights in this division than any rugby team I've ever played in. And at one point, just one guy starts scragging another guy to scrum. It just erupts into. I was going to say 14 on 15 on 15, but it was 14 on 15 because I was the like weedy at the time 17-year-old standing at the back being like, holy fuck, there's just 30 guys punching the shit out of each other. Fucking like a prison brawl basically on the field. And my mum's going, get
He was a weak-gutted dog.
I didn't go near it. But you do see some stuff at rugby games, and
Mostly scraps.
Keep the violence off
the field, guys. That was one of my experiences. It just triggered me back to that moment, being like, whoa, is someone going to come near me? Please, no one come near me.
We've all got work on Monday, fellas. Okay.
All right. Oh,
that's right.
Woohoo! It's time. It's that time. Look, it's a special Tabs 10 today. It's Tabs 10, brought to you by Ra.
Brought to you by Ra because I quit the pod.
He did quit, and I thought, I better carry this on
the
because,
duties, and then,
as he told me, I'm usually the, it is a popular segment. I hate it, but it's a popular segment that people love.
If I can fucking do the Tabs 10.
So this week, Ra's doing Tabs 10, but Tav has to wipe down all the benches afterwards.
Yeah,
so it's kind of worked out.
Yeah. It's a good exchange, which I'm happy with.
So keep score as well.
I need to keep score. Yeah.
Shit will get away from you, dog.
Fuck.
I'm going to definitely lie about which ones I said as well, just to throw you off.
Don't.
Bloody do it. Ben's looking at
all right.
Oh, shit.
No.
I'm not looking.
No.
Okay, but me and Tav should do our...
okay, yeah, paper, scissors, rock.
Yeah, paper, scissors, rock now.
Yeah.
So that's Tav winning, is
He
it?
did double scissors.
That's
It got
Tav
me.
winning.
Okay,
Right.
so do you have the song ready
I do.
to play?
Yep.
And then I'm just going to tell you the topic. This is how it works, isn't it? Tell you the topic and...
As soon as you say the topic, I'll begin the music.
Okay, all right, so...
And I'm starting.
The topic is decathlon events.
Oh,
Go.
shit.
Discus.
Yes.
Javelin.
Yes.
Hurdles.
Yeah. Hold on.
Come on.
Yes.
100 meters sprint.
Yes.
Pole vault.
Well, no. Yes. Fuck.
I told you, you got to keep up.
What did you say? Pole vault?
Pole vault.
Yep.
Oh, shit. It's my turn again, eh?
Have you said 3?
No, he
No,
said
I've
2.
only said 2. So
I think we've done 5 so far.
Yeah, I've got 3.
Shot put.
Damn it.
No, is that it?
Yep.
It is. Fuck yeah.
Long jump.
Yep.
Triple jump.
No.
Fuck.
High jump.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, I really thought triple jump was in there. 1,500 meters.
Yes.
Damn it. You've said 100 meters, eh?
Yeah. He's also said hurdles.
What other things do you throw? Hammer throw.
No.
Shit, there's one more.
There's one more. Can I
Fuck.
give you a tip? It's a race.
200 meters.
I almost said relay.
Shut up. What? There's not long to go. I don't know how long to go, but
200 meters. It's my
300
turn.
meters.
Half marathon.
It's a race. 1,500.
3,000 meter.
3,000.
You guys are really playing around it.
5,000 meter.
No, lower.
1,000 meter.
Oh,
500 meter.
Guess how many increments
200
of
meter.
hundreds you said?
400.
You said 400
Fuck.
was what we were looking for.
400.
That was the
do a
only thing that
400?
missed. They do a 400. So I did fuck up who did what. But I'm just going to read the scores. I'm not going to do who guessed which one because we all heard it, right?
Well, Tav won because he got
Tav,
5.
Tav won. He got 5. You got 4. So I'm just going to read out the events and you guys can pretend which ones you got.
Okay.
Are you happy for me to read out the 10?
Yeah, go for it.
So decathlon events are 100-meter race,
Ben got that one.
long jump,
I think I got that one.
shot put,
That was me.
high jump,
Me.
400-meter race. No one got that one. Tough.
That was me.
But it is a bit of a signature event. 110-meter hurdles. They call it, but you said hurdles. Discus throw,
Yep, that was me.
pole vault,
Yep.
javelin, Ben, and 1,500-meter was Ben too, I
Damn,
think.
that was a tight one.
So it was kind of tight. It was 5-4 to Tav.
I watched it last night, so it definitely
that's what
helped.
got me the idea
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
it's a good
But it was
idea.
only discus
I
on
didn't.
last night.
So is it 10 events they do?
That's why
Yeah,
I
that's
think
why it's called a decathlon,
decathlon
yeah.
is 10. Yeah, 10.
I thought
10.
it was because they
Had to build a deck.
They have to
in
build
one
a
of
They
them.
have to build it. Yeah,
afterwards,
one
yeah.
of the events. Well, why didn't you guess one of them has to
Deck
build
building.
it? Deck building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, what is this? Yu-Gi-Oh?
damn, fuck, we should have something like that in the Olympics.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
best, the hottest tradie
Well,
competition who can build a deck.
Hey. Well, it was a good.
That'd be the New Zealand event.
Bricklaying.
We'd
true.
have
It's
deck
true.
builders.
Bricklaying and then arguing with the foreman afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just putting the stain on now.
That's not square.
That is a beautiful shade of brown
The
that he's
fuck you
putting
mean
on.
that's not up to code?
Is that level? Is that in level with this in? Well, it
Here
looks like it's
comes
on
the
the
building
piss.
inspectors. They do not look happy.
They do not look happy at all. Well, that was Tav's 10 brought to you by Ra. I didn't do as good a job as keeping on top of things as I should have, perhaps.
If
but
I can just say,
Yep.
Ben, motherfucker.
sorry,
Yeah.
Ben, motherfucker.
Nice. Sorry, Ben, motherfucker.
Yeah, well,
had
it's
to be
again.
done.
I think every week I lose because of my inferior rock paper scissors skills.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
We can look
Yeah.
into this. I kind of.
I thought you'd figured out my formula, to be honest.
Scissors.
Hey, I just have one thing I'd like to do before we move on to the tips.
Yes.
We've actually had a call from a listener.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this came in through the Instagram DMs, and it's something sort of.
Is it good feedback?
No, it's sort of it's
guess so.
Warriors related.
All
and
feedback's good feedback.
It's a bit of targeted aggression at you and I, but I'll play it.
We need to play it?
Yeah, I think we should play it because we've got to own this stuff, and
Okay.
it'll snowball if we don't. And the comment section and our our big hive will turn on us.
Yeah,
So
right.
I'll just play it here.
We're gonna follow. Just want to talk about the Warriors for a second. Yeah, so I feel like they're losing, and I feel like you fellas are part of the problem, eh? Like I see you guys, with your freak energy shit and your fucking shape abs and that with the Warriors, and I think all that's distracting them from the game. There's too much sponsorship bullshit going on at that club, and it's partly your fellas' fault. You're getting them doing all this acting shit during the week. It's distracting them from training, and I just think maybe button off with your self-promotion and all that, and your money grubbing from the club. It's destroying the game, and I think that you guys are both to blame for it, partly anyway. What do you guys reckon? Take some ownership, why don't you?
Who the
Whoa.
fuck does he think he is?
Yeah, I mean, come on, mate.
Pretty brutal.
Jeez, we've all got to make a crust,
Yeah, Shapes are paying my rent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm using nacho cheese. I give it to my landlord each week.
Yeah.
I get paid in
Sweeten them up.
energy.
Yeah. Like power.
Yeah,
Oh,
I get paid with it. Well, yeah, but
Jesus.
I'm
it's
sort
awesome.
of coming off as the good guy here, but what a lot of listeners won't actually know is that I had a big sort of. You remember the music video for Robbie Williams' Rock DJ where he's
Yeah.
pulling all
yeah.
the flesh?
Yeah,
I had a
yeah.
beef and lamb shoot set up
With the Warriors.
with a similar theme.
Yeah, but the last few games have
Yeah.
meant that you've actually lost that deal.
He turned it down.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, actually, the Warriors, they really enjoy the sponsor obligations. I think
They love it.
They love it. They know how important they are to the team. Obviously, there are a lot of sponsors on board, but hey, that's what happens when you're the biggest show in town.
It's true.
And we're gonna suckle at the teat.
Some of these players, you guys don't realize this because you're not as
Clued in.
in touch with the professional sporting world as we are.
Well, yep.
But a lot of these players get the big contracts and get signed purely because they're good on camera.
That's so true. Marcelo Montoya is good at bumping people off, but he's also a fucking good bloke, hot dude, good talker, and good smile.
One of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Great on camera.
Jawline.
Yeah. Dylan Walker also funny.
Yeah, Jackson Ford,
but
also has got an aura that you cannot manipulate.
Chance.
Yeah.
I think if you've got such a big problem with it, instead of getting on the phone and racking us up, maybe jump onto our Patreon and start giving us some money so we don't have to take the money from these other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to
We
get my
only do
power
it 'cause
bills
we have
paid by
to.
the Patreon. Yeah, we have to do it, guys. And
mine's not too bad. I just do some funny, silly bugger shapes with the guys. Raz dressed up in a bloody mascot
I'm dressed up
suit
in
at
a
the
fucking
games.
mascot suit. I'm doing a lot of heavy lifting. That suit is not light, and
He can't move
I
properly.
can't move properly. I'm also crouched down in it quite heavily because it's actually for a shorter person. So I get a really sore back. I'm not that young. I'm not as nimble as I used to
Messing
be.
up his body for
I
life.
was planning
Yeah.
to be fully naked, covered in 13 kgs of filet mignon and eye fillet, sort of coming off me.
Yeah.
With the warriors all around me dancing. That's what it was going to be.
I mean, that would have been at
Same
least
music.
as long as you hadn't had to be in it for like a full 5 hours, like me in that suit. That sounds like a good fun little gig that you would have had. But yeah, anyway, fuck off, mate. Leave us alone. Suck eggs.
Suck other things. Suck a lot of things.
Suck a fart out of my butt.
All right, we're wrapping this up. We're moving on to the tips for
Yep.
next week.
We're moving on to the tips.
Yeah, so I'll just quickly zoom through these games that are on next week, and you guys just don't fucking lollygaggle around, all right? Just give me yay or nay.
Yay or nay, baby.
Titans. Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Fucking hurry up, cunt!
Rabbitohs, that's the Storm.
Storm.
Titans, Sharks.
Titans.
Ooh, Sharks. Eagles, Panthers.
Panthers.
Raiders and the Seagulls.
Raiders, I reckon.
Seagulls.
I'm going Seagulls. Cowboys and the Bronx.
Cowboys.
Probably Cowboys.
I'm
yeah.
going to go for the Bronx. Dragons, Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. Dolphins and the Warriors.
Dolphins.
Warriors.
I want the Warriors to win.
We have to say Warriors. Knights and the Tigers.
Knights.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Tigers.
Nice, bro. All right. Well, those
So
are the picks for this week.
Jot all those down if you're doing the
Follow-
NRL tipping.
Yeah.
Chuck it up.
Follow us. We never picked a round right this year.
Yeah, no, we haven't.
I certainly haven't.
Yeah.
If you take bits of each of our answers and sort of Frankenstein them together, then maybe you'll get a good.
You
bit.
may do.
Yeah.
You might make some money.
How much
So
are the
read between the lines is what I'm saying.
How much are the All Blacks going to win by? You know, maybe 13 plus in Wellington over Argentina. Yeah, I guess so.
I
Yeah.
reckon 17 points.
Nice, Ben. Nice.
I'm going to go for a margin. I'm going to go All Blacks to win by 21-30.
I think Arnie Severe's going to score a try.
Oh,
Yes, he will. He's in Wellington.
Yeah.
I think he's going to make a
what?
couple tackles.
Games
that's
in
for
Wellington. Any other tips we want to make this week, or are we gonna? Is that our tips section?
I don't know if you guys have thought of any. We could chuck some up. I mean, we could pick some try scorers and some Hail Marys.
Okay. Do you know what? No, but do you know what? Okay. Do you know what a prediction we made last week was that by the time we came back, I think I said 4 medals.
Oh, yeah, I said 6.
You said 6, and Ben said 12. Ben went high.
Yeah.
So, ding, ding, ding. Tavis is the closest. We have 7 medals. So, Miss Old, he's the clairvoyant of the crew with the Olympic Games.
So
and how many are we
listen
going
to all
to finish
my
with,
tips.
do you think? So, we're at 7 now.
12.
Do you think Ben's going to stick with 12?
We're halfway through. We've got 7.
Yeah, but we've done most of our big events.
all the
Although
rowing.
Lisa is coming up with
Lisa's coming up
with the
She'll
kayak.
probably get 2 medals. I don't know.
She
How
might
many
think-
events does she have?
I don't know. I should know, but I don't. I reckon she'll get 2 as well.
I'm gonna
Which
go
kayak one is she in? The whitewater thing?
No, the fucking
K1 rowing one.
K1.
I'm always confused by it all. I'm like, how come those kayaks don't have to go on that river?
So true.
It's true.
But that's not a discussion we're having right now.
I'd like to see them take one of those boats down the other river
Yeah.
just to,
Oh, yeah.
Just for a bit more challenge.
That would be great.
The slalom.
How many are we going to
slalom.
finish with?
What did Ben say?
12. He's
12.
sticking with 12.
I'm going 13.
I'm going to go with 10.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're going to
see.
tail off slightly.
Can
yeah.
you see what's the most New Zealand's ever won at an Olympics? Can you
14.
Google that for me?
Is it 14?
Oh, I just made that up.
Talk amongst yourselves. I will Google it.
Do you think
well,
it's a recent one? Like,
I think
think
our
Tokyo we
pinnacle
did
would
pretty
have
well.
been-
Tokyo, we did pretty good.
I reckon our pinnacle would have been London.
If you search per capita, medals per capita,
Oh, then we're right up there.
we're number one.
We
Hell
are.
yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to all you haters. Keep hating on us.
Yeah. If we
Because-
just had more people, more money, more land,
If I don't
we'd
Google
be carving
this,
up.
if I don't Google this, oh fuck, I
He's
don't know.
fucked it.
I fucked it.
Can't trust
I
them
don't
to
bring
do
it up-
anything.
Highest tally medals at the Olympics 20 Tokyo.
Wow. Holy
shit.
I'm pretty sure. I think that's right. Yeah. And then I think we won quite a few at some other ones. Anyway, let's move on to the last part of the show, which is Ben's going to talk about the Algerian boxing scandal.
Yes.
So he's got a big rant he's going to do about that.
Yeah, well, let's just say it all started when Mikhail Gorbachev in the 1980s.
Hang on. This is going down a dark path. Play the outro music, I think.
Let him go. Let him go.
Okay. Keep going then.
Well, yes. What I was going to say is that I think a lot of this into international politics has really weighed into what you could say is a bit of a difference in opinion on how to interpret certain rules about eligibility. But I think what the subtext and undercurrents of we've run out of time for that.
Sorry, we've been. Ben's missus has just come and she
just
She's
called
pissed
us.
off. We've gone
in
over
the garage.
time slightly.
said, wrap it up.
She said, wrap it up. They need to get the garden, the lawns mowed, and we don't let her do it until the podcast's over.
I've got to cook the frankfurters for breakfast.
Nice. That's been the podcast.
Thanks everyone for listening. If you're liking the show, let us know.
Recommend it to a friend.
If you're hating on it,
Tell your mates as well.
Yeah.
Shove it up your ass.
Tell them to call up.
You should listen to this. It sucks.
yeah.
Tell them
Yeah.
to get ChatGPT to write a complaint to us.
Absolutely. Cool. All right, that's been the show. See you.
What's the penalty for?